Well, hello, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Monday, July the 17th, 2023. Monday, July the 17th. Well, guess what, y'all? The title of this episode is How Sharon Got Her Groove Back. Oh, Sharon was talking to Chance. First, he's telling her how Phyllis is in custody, and finally, they can start wrapping this investigation up or this case. And oh, she was so happy about that. And then she's telling him about Cameron's company and how she is gonna take on the world and how she proposed a merger with Adam because of this, that, and the other. And he goes, "Man, Sharon, I haven't seen you this excited in like ever." And she goes, "No, you know what? Ray's death put me in this whole, you know, like I was living in a fog. Well, this whole Cameron ordeal, it like woke me up. I meant to do more. And oh, she's so excited. She's this, she's that, she's the other, you know. And next thing you know, the two are lip locking right there, pretty much near almost. If he could have got her up on the counter of the coffee house, he would have. They're looking around thinking, oh, that table won't work. That booth won't work. So she goes, wait a minute, wait a minute. So she goes and she locks the front door. And I'm thinking, Sharon, you have a side door, a back side door where Chelsea and everybody else come in that side door too, right? It's unlocked when Kirsten seemed to want to come in all the time. So she doesn't lock that first regularly, as she should. It has another interest. She can't see when people are coming in. That should be locked when she's closed. But I guess we're supposed to pretend it was locked today. So she locks it and she comes back. Oh, and they're just groping each other. And she goes, "Let's go back into my office." And I'm like, "Office? You actually have an office back there?" Oh, yeah. They didn't give us a whole camera view of the office, but it has a couch. It has a couch and a blanket. Look, all work couches in Genoa City have blankets to go with them, all of them. But this is the first time I think in Crimson Light history that anybody have done the dirty deed in a back office of Crimson Lights. But look, I was happy to see him with Sharon together because I really didn't want to see him and Summer together. I don't want to see that. They're not a match. Summer's too broody, too ugh, you know. Yeah, when they first brought this actress back, she had life, she had this, she had that, but she still had no real substantial character about her. But guess what? She's only 20 something, so she really wouldn't, right? But yeah. Hey, did anybody notice aside from me? Sharon got some lip work done. I don't know if I brought that up, especially that bottom lip, real pouty with it, even as she's formulating her words. I'm like, yeah, girl, it takes some time for that extra little swelling, to settle down. Because Lily had some work done too. Remember, it was a couple months ago. Oh my goodness, right when she cut her hair, I was like, girl, why did you do that? You're beautiful the way you are. So she had that swelling and couldn't hardly move. Now everything is kind of loosened up and settled back in. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. So now the rest of this episode was disappointing to me. We have Sharon, and not Sharon, Victoria and Nate in the bed, and they're just talking. That's what I admire about you so much. I admire this is Nate talking to Victoria. I admire the way you consistently comb your hair. I admire that about you. I admire how you're able to button up your shirt and don't miss a buttonhole. I'm making that up. But if before you start a conversation with someone you're supposed to be intimate with, if you honestly feel you have to tell them each and every time you're starting a conversation, what you admire about them, you don't admire it. You really don't. So anyway, Victoria decides she is going to ask Nate the hard question. What do you want from this relationship? What do you want? And he goes, "Oh, we're going to have that conversation, huh?" She goes, "Yeah, the dreaded conversation. But really, Nate, seriously, what do you want from this relationship?" Oh, then Nate is painting this picture about the two of them. What a power couple they would be, and what their day would be like, working together, crushing it, taking Newman Enterprises to new heights. And then at the end of the day, we go home together and we crush it at home too. We're so in sync. We don't care what anybody says about us. And we this, that, and the other. And she's like, oh, yeah. And so she goes, wow, it sounds like you've really thought this out. Here's the kicker, everybody. Here's the kicker. You want to know what Nate says? Nate says, well, actually, I haven't. I'm building a vision I'm building a version of the future for you just right now so that you can respond in this moment. I'm building a version of the future for you so you can respond in this moment. I said, stupid chick, don't you know he's saying I lied to you? I'm lying. I'm making this up off the fly. I haven't given it no thought, no conversation. I'm saying what you want to hear right here in the moment. But I just said it so charismatic that it came off of my tongue. But I told you the truth in all of it. I hadn't given this no thought. I'm talking off the top of my head to you. So you're going to respond. And how do I want you to respond? I want you to open your legs up a little bit more to me. That's how that's how I want you to respond. Victoria's just looking up at him. Yes. And I thought, oh, see, this is how you get taken. This is how you get taken all the time, Victoria. You didn't even listen to the garbage Nate's just spilled in your ear. Wow. So now, I haven't seen this man ever look like this. Ever. Unless he had a stroke and, real sick and recuperating. He's a shell of a... Nikki comes in, my darling, what's wrong? He couldn't even say, my baby, my baby, my baby. He goes, he says, I'm thinking about how fractured our family is, and I don't know how it got this way. And I've done everything in my power to bring it together. And she goes, Victor, you have you've shown remarkable restraint in letting your children choose their own paths. Now, as soon as Nikki said that, she should have said, oops, I just told on myself. I've been drinking. Because that ain't true. Victor is the very definition of meddling, interfering. in his children's lives, and they're not even children. These folks are adults. Nick and Victoria are in their mid-40s, right? Oh, heck no. They are not children. His grandchildren are even adults. Come on now. Because I've given them too much. And all they do is try to just destroy each other. This Victoria and Nate, she pushes her own brother out for this fella she's involved with physically. And Victoria's like, Nikki's like, yeah, she sure did do that. And then I got Adam ready to just come in and do a wrecking ball. Yeah, he wants to do that, you know? So they all get a text from Nick to Adam to Victoria and Nate, and bring Nate. Come to the ranch, urgent. So they come to the ranch. Victor has them all sitting in chairs, and he's on the other end. And he proceeds to tell them enough is enough. He's given them way too much, and they are just trying to destroy everything. And he goes, you, Victoria, I give you my company, Newman Enterprises. And what do? You push your brother out when he didn't want to go for Nate because you're involved with him. And she's just sitting there. But I'm talking. He goes, I'm talking. She don't say nothing. Yeah, he's talking, Victoria. Shut the heck up, right? So he says, and then he looks, and you, Nate Hastings. See, I know what you did to your family, and I don't trust you. Oh, to Nate's face. And Nate is just sitting there. Thinking of what version he could say to Victor right now in the moment, so that Victor will respond the way he wants Victor to respond, right? Wrong. And then he goes, and you, Nicholas, no, you, Adam, I buy another company and I give it to you. And the very first thing you want to do is weaponize it to destroy my other company. That is not what I gave that company to you for. This was an opportunity for you to build it up. And then he looks at Nick. And then I want you to work with your brother during this hard time. And you don't want to do it. Nick's just sitting there. So Victor goes, so from now on, let me tell all y'all how it's going to go. And I thought, yes, Lord, he's going to take the CEO back from Newman Enterprises, and he's going to run McCall Unlimited, because I don't like the name of Augustus. McCall Unlimited. Yes. And he should have said, and I'm going to reallocate, delegate, realign everything. See, and what that would have done is put everybody back in line, right? But no, what did Victor say? Victoria, you are going to continue to run Newman Enterprises, and Nate Hastings, I'll allow you to still be the COO. Adam, you're going to run McCall Unlimited, or Augustus, with your brother Nicholas. You guys are going to bring that company up to its highest potential, and then I'm going to put it under the Newman umbrella. Because Victoria, that's what I wanted to do in the first place. I wanted you to have bought that company, and I wanted your brother to be the CEO of it, because that's what he wanted, right? So that's what it's going to be. And then he tells Nicholas, and Nicholas, yes, you will be working with Adam, okay? Helping him to bring that company up. He goes, now, Victoria, do you agree? So she goes, well, Dad, you actually left me no choice. So yes, I'll do it. And then he looks at Nicholas. What about you, son? Nicholas looks from side to side. Whatever. Yeah, fine, I'm in. Then he looks at Adam. Okay, son. What is your answer going to be? Adam looks at him because he heard the end goal. And see, I would have said, I could have stomached working with my brother Nick. I could have stomached it. But when you purchased McCall Unlimited, you assured me I would be separate from Newman Enterprises. You assured me of that. And now you're coming back and you're changing it. Adam stood up. He didn't even say anything. He didn't even say, I'm out. No, he just stood up and he walked out. And Victoria looked like, see, that's him. And my whole thing is, the only reason why you didn't have a real problem with it is you heard that that company was now going to be under Newman Enterprises umbrella, which you're the CEO. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. He was really rewarding Victoria. And the whole reason Victoria told him she would not buy McCall Unlimited is she did not want to work with Adam. See, so talk about the culprit who's making the biggest divide and division in the family. It is Victoria more than it ever is Adam. And Victoria is always rewarded. Always. And I do not agree with it. Don't agree with it at all. She doesn't deserve it. Victor was the one who told Victoria when he told her he bought McCall. And he goes, you're not afraid of a little healthy competition, are you? And she said, no, bring it on. See, so no, Victor, no, you've never breeded the kids to get along. You've always pitted them against each other. Always. You've even pitted them against you. Always. So I just shook my head and I actually felt sorry for Adam because Victor bought Newman Media and he and Adam built that thing up from the ground up. And it was a success. And what did he do? Made the unanimous decision to merge it under Newman Enterprises. Adam found out after the fact. That's when Adam found out. So anyway, that was it today. Nothing else. And oh, so Sharon and Chance are still chilling in the back office on the couch with a little sheet around. And we've got the door just being banged on, banged on, banged on. She's like, I don't know who that is. We're closed. And Chance is like, we're closed. He goes, shh, 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 shh. So they kept banging, banging. She goes, they're not stopping. So she's like, Sharon, it's me, it's me. Oh, so she's got dressed, tucking her shirt in and the whole 9 yards. She opens it up. It's Adam. He's frantic. Sharon, I saw your car in the parking lot, so I knew you were still here. What's wrong, Adam? And he goes, it's my father. He's done it again. And I walked away. I'm not ever going back. Yeah, you said I'm not ever going back so many times. He says, so your merger with McCall Unlimited, or Dustus, he may have said, that's off the table now. But I want to come and run Cameron's company with you. We could do it together. And Sharon's just looking at him like, wait, what? Because she wanted to merge Cameron's technology with media. right? So we'll see what Sharon says to him. I don't know what she's going to say. Bottom line, she came running by herself. And I just don't know if I would want Adam to run it with me because Adam has his own agendas. And right now, Adam is spiraling. So I don't know that Adam is the best business partner for Sharon. And I've said this time and time again. Why does Adam not start his own company? Why does he not do that? The man has millions. Start your own company. That's all he has to do. So it's yours. And don't make it a rival. Don't make it something I'm coming after you. See, he likes to just brag and boast. Just do it like, look, Tucker and Ashley. Jack feels they're going to come after him, but does he know they're going to come after him? No, he does not. He does not know that Ashley, what they're going to do until they choose to do it. So anyway, we'll see tomorrow what happens. What does Sharon say? But let's go to comment corner. We got 2 comments. LaShanta says, Nate, have a seat. Still whining about Devon. I know. Phyllis, come through. I don't like this. Tucker's always in the middle of something that doesn't concern him. Tucker's cricket. I don't care how Jack do her. She's loyal. Oh, Jack do who? Is it do Nikki? I don't know. I don't like this. Holding Phyllis's freedom in over her head. I love Phyllis freaking out. Heather called Chance so Phyllis could turn herself in. Phyllis comes through with a smirk. Chris hates Phyllis. Have a seat, Chris. Tucker is so happy he sent the video to Diane. Kyle, have a seat. Kyle's been by Diane's side ever since she came back. Yeah, he pretended to be mad for a month, right? While Summer was by his side. And then Georgia says, great review, thank you. Well, that's it for Comment Corner. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap of The Young and the Restless.